Hey everyone, this is Mr. Garcia. Welcome to another video lesson. In this video lesson, you will learn how to solve absolute value inequalities. So notice that today we're going to focus on less than. The previous video lesson was over greater than. So on the previous lesson, we went over greater than or equal to. So this might help you remember this. If you say greater, if you say greater or greater than or equal to, then we refer this to this as the greater. Okay, so I don't know if that will help. And this is very different in comparison to what we're doing today, which is less than. So for less than, you have less than and equal to. Okay, so this one is or. So the or, you still have two endpoints, but notice that the graph goes in opposite directions. And when you have n less than or equal to, you say in between the 2 points. Okay, so the 2 points are connected. Greater than or equal to, the 2 points are not connected. They go in opposite directions. So that said, I'm going to give you an easy setup to help you understand this lesson. So this will apply to less than and less than or equal to. Okay, so first step is you set the interior of the absolute value in between a negative number and a positive number. So in this case, that number is going to be 5. But that's going to be the general idea with every single inequality for less than. So then following this was step number 1. This is -5, so that's the negative number. And then this is equal to, so less than or equal to. Then what's inside of the absolute value, which is the interior, I'm going to copy here. So this is 2x minus 1. Less than or equal to, now this is the positive number, which in this case is 5. So from here, you move on to step number 2. So step number 2 is we're going to solve for the variable. And notice that we have the variable in between the two negative and positive numbers. So then we try to get the x by itself in between. So once we're done, we should have a negative number on the left, x in the middle, and a positive number on the right. So to that end, let's start solving. Difference here is you have to do it to the left and to the right. So that means I'm going to add 1 to the middle, add 1 to this 5, and add 1 to this -5. So then -5 plus 1 is -4, less than or equal to. We have only 2x in the middle, and then 5 plus 1 is 6. You're just like solving an equation. We're trying to get the x by itself in the middle. So then let's divide by 2 each one of the terms. So the left, the right, and the middle. So then -4 divided by 2 is -2, less than x. So notice now we get the x by itself, which is less than 3, which is 6 divided by 2. So now, as you can see, we have the negative number on the left, x in the middle, and the 3 on the right side of the inequality. And I forgot to include equal to, because this one is equal to. So then step number 3 is we are going to sketch the graph. So let's sketch the line. So this is the last step. So notice, this one is saying that we are going to stay, or it says that x lies between -2 and +3. Okay, that's what it means. So then I'm going to plot a point. Let's say this is where x is -2. And let's say this is where x is +3. Okay, so then since we have equal to, that means the circles are closed. So that means those values can be used by this inequality. So then in between means you connect the 2 points. So this is what's happening here. So this is the difference between less than and equal to and greater than or equal to. Okay, notice they go in opposite directions. Less than or equal to, you connect the 2 points. I hope that's not too difficult to understand. So on the next example, what if they give you something like this? Because this is when you solve the inequality, just like you do with the greater than or equal to. Okay, so don't forget, since this is telling you that x is greater than -1, right? So let's see if this makes sense with the graph. So let's say this is where x is -1. And the other is where x is +7. So this is greater than -1, which means from here to the right, and less than 7 means from 7 to the left. So I'm going to write this as this inequality, same thing. Okay, so I have -1 on the left, which is less than or equal to the x values, which is less than or equal to 7. So this means exactly this, which means I have a closed circle at -1, I have a closed circle at 7, and then I'm going to connect the points, the 2 points, which means I can use any value of x in between these 2 points. The last example, for this one, same thing. We have 0 on the left, less than x, which is less than 10. So you're staying in between 0 and 10, but notice we're not including 0 and 10. So then all I have to do is draw the line, and then let's see, so we have, let's say this is where x is 0, and let's say this is where x is 10. So this is saying we got to stay in between 0 and 10, but we cannot use 0 and 10 because it's not equal to. But the values in between, like for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we can use. So we can approach 10, we can approach 0, but we can't use those values. So I hope this lesson is not too difficult. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the classroom. Bye-bye.